Hi, this is John Newton with Health Beyond Belief. Most of us, when the new year comes around, we set these New Year's resolutions, which are not really resolutions, are they? They're more like goals or outcomes. What if we go deeper and look at what is a resolution and let's see if we can really set that? Because what does resolution mean? To resolve something. It means to complete. It means to release, to clear, to have a breakthrough where you create space for something to show up. Kind of like nature abhors a vacuum. When you create this beautiful canvas of possibility by resolving the past, then the outcomes, the things that you want, which are actually written in your heart. You don't have to set goals necessarily. Goals are great, and outcomes are great. But if you just resolve the past, your heart knows what you want. It's your very nature to express, explore, and to move forward in the direction as you're led, guided, and directed from the heart level. We just need to resolve the things that aren't resolved. So that's anything that happened in the past year that we've accumulated. It's also the stuff from earlier in life and also from our lineage, from our ancestors. But get a sense of what it is that you really want. So maybe the main categories are career, relationship, finance, spirituality, or religion, or connection to higher power. Maybe having more fun. Again, we want to phrase it in the positive. We don't want to go, I want to be out of debt, because that's focusing on a negative, and then the unconscious or the nervous system doesn't really know how to reverse that. It just focuses on the root, which is debt. So we want to focus on positive. Go ahead and clarify what it is that you want, and just notice where that longing, there's a longing for that thing. Where does it live? Where do you feel that? Just notice there's sensation in the body when you put your attention on what it is that you want. The tension that you feel inside, the pressure, the heaviness, maybe it's a vibration, maybe it's a light feeling, maybe it feels good. But oftentimes there's other sensations associated with it that don't feel so optimal. Its direct experience of that sensation will lead, guide, and direct you to the paradox of the outcome showing up, even if it doesn't feel good, because it'll help you to resolve those things that are blocking its presentation in your life. So just get a sense of where you feel what you feel. Where does it live? Go ahead and think about that thing. And sometimes you can think that it's, you can think about it not being here, because that creates a little bit of that longing, right? It's not about pretending and, visualization. All that stuff is really great. They're powerful tools, but we really need to handle the other stuff, the debris, the karma, if you will, that's blocking it. So notice where you feel what you feel. Maybe get some intensity level on it. Is it 5? Is it a 6? Is it a 7? Maybe you got something inside that doesn't feel good, unrelated, but it's still there. We want to include that too, because we always want you feeling what you feel. We always want you to be present. And again, the mind is not necessarily our friend in this situation, because we want to go a little deeper than thoughts. Thoughts are an effect of the other stuff, what's beneath the surface. And then what we put out mentally with our thoughts and, I want this, I want that, it's such a small percentage of what we're really putting out. In order to get in touch with that other that we're putting out, we need to go deeper. Why do you want it? Why do you really want it? Is it trying to cover up something that doesn't feel good? It's okay. Feel the thing that doesn't feel good directly. Cut right to the chase. Now we're going to do a clearing on this and more, and we're going to make peace and resolve, hopefully for you, a lot of the things that you accumulated in this past year, and also in your whole life up until now, and in your lineage as well, because we carry, to some degree, pretty much all of that. So go ahead and get a sense of where you feel it. I'm going to work silently, and we're going to do a nice clearing, peacemaking for everybody, and all of your family members' relationships, and your ancestors and all their relationships, because they're all part of the equation that equals the experience of you. You're like a pencil point, right? But you're not the pencil, so we need to go back and address the whole pencil. Otherwise, we don't really have access. So this will take maybe a minute or two, and I'm just going to do this silently. Here we go. Okay. So good. So just see how that feels inside. Just notice your body. Just see what you're present to inside. It's always good to just be with that sometimes. It's just good to be present, to be here. Most of us, we stay in the mind and we think our way through life, but we miss out on the juice. We miss out on that connection to source because that's here. And it's not like the mind doesn't remove your connection to source. It just overlays, it kind of shadows it so that we don't perceive that direct connection, even though it's always there. You can't not be with source or with creator. I mean, you are that, right? Just notice that thing that you want, those things, and just see, you might have gotten some information, some resolution around it. You might get a sense of, wow, is this what I really wanted at the heart, or that was more my ego? And it's not to say we can't have fun desires like, a car that's fantastic, or a house, or money, and that's all great. Nothing wrong with it. But we want to make sure that it's coming from our heart. And again, if you can get in touch with that why, and have the why be related to what you can do for others, like, is this in service to everybody? Is this something that I could share with other people and it would bring their world to a nicer place? Maybe I could share it with them and it would help me feel good inside. I mean, hey, let's be honest, it's selfish to give because it feels good. You feel more clarity, more maybe information around it, maybe it's coming to you, bubbling up. Just get a sense of what that is. You're always led, guided, and directed when you're present.